We're ready.
Okay, we're starting.
Hello. It's episode 33. Sarah was just pointing out that we have not discussed what age is and what we've been doing in those years. We've just kind of skipped by it.
I know. It's because we had like two long story. Like we had like a lot to get through.
Yeah.
So we were forgetting how old we were.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
now it was your birthday.
It was my birthday.
And it's the 33rd episode.
And it's the 33rd episode.
And you're 33.
And I'm 33. And you're 33.
How dare you tell everyone that? I want to talk about your birthday, but before we begin, I have to say something. So I bought two presents for Aleena. They're both like kind of gag gifts a bit. And I'm in the process of moving. And I also have pregnancy brain. And I brought one of your gifts home with me. So it's at my Orange County house, which I will be retrieving this week. And this box was supposed to go in a bigger box with that other present. And they're going to be wrapped together. So now I don't have the wrapping paper because I also brought it down to my home.
Yeah.
And I don't have your second gift.
Okay.
So I have one of the gag gifts.
I don't care.
And a card that you can't read out loud because I hate when people read cards out loud.
Okay.
But I also love cards.
Okay.
I also have to say,
Your card was really nice for the wedding.
I like cards. I shouldn't say I hate buying gifts. I like stress out about buying gifts because I always feel like a week after I got a gift, I'm like, I could have done better. I could have bought a better gift.
Oh, you think like that?
Yeah. I always like, I want to get someone a special gift and I feel like cards are always special, but like gifts, I always think I could have picked a better gift.
Oh, I don't think about it at all. I'm like,
wow, this is the first.
Yeah, I'm not overthinking.
We're switching.
It's done. Let's move on.
Fuck. Okay.
Thank you for getting me something.
I wish I had both of them together.
I wouldn't have known. I only know because you told me.
I know. I couldn't control myself. I already told Aleena. I was like, I got you two gifts.
Yeah, you said you weren't good at surprises. And
I'm horrible at surprises.
yeah, it's a very nice wrapped box.
Well, it's not wrapped at all, but it was supposed to be wrapped in a bigger box.
It's a very nice box that doesn't need wrapping.
It is a cool box.
Like it is wrapped.
It's a nicer looking box.
It was cardboard.
And it's wrapped in
And there's tissue paper.
That was supposed to go with the other gift as well.
All right, for the audio listeners, I am opening a box.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
I'm so nervous. I'm sweating.
Wow, it feels like something I've never felt before. Oh, there's a lot of tissue.
I'm so scared.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. I can't take it out. I can't take it out.
You can touch it.
Oh my God, it's on the toilet. That's really funny. It's a frog on the toilet with his phone.
To be fair, I thought it was actually going to be a smaller figurine. I was like, she could put this somewhere really funny in her house. And now the frog is fucking huge.
It's pretty big. Oh my God. Getting the ick looking at its feet.
Look at its eyeballs.
This is the worst kind of frog, I would say.
Is it? I would say
Yeah.
it's the best kind of frog. Cute, slimy, slippery. It's on a toad. It's an adorable little frog. It's on its phone, texting on the toilet, as we all do.
I'm too nervous to touch it.
Touch it. Pet it right
I'm
here.
too nervous to touch the green part. I'm holding it with the tissue.
Wow, I didn't even notice that. She can't even touch the toilet part.
I don't want to touch the frog.
Touch him.
I'm scared.
He won't even come alive. I promise he's dead.
Eee! It feels like a real frog. Ceramic. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next
Really got me good. You got me good.
Well, now you have 2 episodes of gifts to open.
I know.
I'm excited.
I can't believe it.
I know.
And there's TP in the back.
I know. Cute little teepee. I cannot believe you're not touching it.
I'm scared.
Okay, I'll touch it.
Thank you. Oh my God. Can you? Lemons are out.
Oh, do you want the frog to be shown?
I mean, it's your gift.
You also have a card, and you can't read that out loud, but you can also read that after.
Yeah, I'll read it out.
Yeah.
Because we are recording.
My dad always reads my cards aloud, but that he makes up what they say.
Oh, that's
so he's reading the card and he's like, and you're the best father. You do everything so perfectly. And I'm like, Dad, says nothing like that. But any hooser, I didn't want you to read it out loud because I've already told you I'm not wearing deodorant and I'm just sweating profusely.
Why aren't you wearing deodorant?
I forgot. I got up early. I wasn't sleeping. I was, I'm always in a state of panic.
Yeah.
Like I've just been like this.
Well, the last 6 months, I mean, basically since the podcast, when you come over and when you leave, I feel so bad. She's like so frantic.
I'm a frantic
and she's
person.
just like, oh, okay, I gotta go do work. I got a million people.
I gotta talk to.
Talking, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. Like, please drive safe. Like, please take a deep breath. I do say that to you when you leave.
I know. It's just this project I'm on. I have 3 more weeks and it's over.
Okay.
And I'm in my wind down phase. Okay, but anyways, off of my project. Back to your birthday. Back to being 33.
Oh yes, this is how
this
is
is
33?
episode 33.
How is 33 going so far for you?
A lot of changes.
You said it was the best year.
It's the best year. But it's I've been with child, I've been engaged, and I'm moving in with my parents. So, a lot of interesting changes for 33.
Does everyone know about that you're moving back in with your parents?
Boom, it's out there.
Yeah. We have to keep Sarah on this podcast.
Oh, it'll be easy.
And it'll be easy because you'll probably want a break.
Yeah.
From your parents. This will be like your little 1 hour retreat. But yeah, no, Sarah is moving. But this was planned before the pregnancy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's moving back in with her parents. And she's going to drive down to do the podcast once a week.
Yeah.
So
in my 04 with my AC blasting. I can't get up hills in that car.
Do you want to tell people what your license plate number is?
I don't even know it.
You don't?
No. Do you guys know your license plate numbers?
I don't actually.
What about your driver's license number?
No.
Okay.
No.
Those are things that I just don't memorize. Sometimes I forget my social security.
Oh, you don't know your social security?
No, I know it, but there's the 2 numbers in the middle that really trip me up. Sometimes I'm like, was it a 2? Was it a 5?
That the moment when I remembered my social security on my own, because you remember being on the phone and be like, Mom, what's my number?
I literally still send her voice notes. I'm like, was it 2 or 5?
That's when I felt really grown. Like, oh, I know my own social security number.
I can pay taxes now. I know my social security number.
Yeah.
Big day.
I had my parents help me with that taxes for a long time.
Oh, I use my parents' guy. I'm like, hey, who you guys using? Can I use them?
You don't use TurboTax or anything?
No, but Corbin does. So maybe he can help me out with that.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most complicated things.
I'm just paperwork. I found the paperwork. Can I just give the paperwork to somebody else now?
Because it's all electronic. What kind of paperwork are you finding?
W-2s. Last year's, this year's. I can never find them.
They're online.
I don't know my passwords. It's hard to remember your passwords.
1 password.
But okay, you do show me that, but sometimes it's the passwords, I just, I gotta, there's a lot of shit going on. And so, typically I have the same password, but sometimes they say I can't use that password. So I have to come up with
I hate when
password.
they do that. I'm like, you bitch.
I
You
know.
know?
I know.
You know?
I know.
They know. Or when you change one number, they're like, it has to be all new 8 characters.
I know. And then I think of something like floating balloons that I would never use. And then I try to go back to that website and they're like, what's your password? I was like, no idea.
Oh, you don't even.
I try to remember. I think I put it in my notes.
Yeah.
How do we get here? We're talking about your birthday.
Yeah.
And how 33 is going so far.
Yeah, it's a little confusing, I would say. It's a confusing birthday. You're like,
Why?
it's kind of like your, what's the equivalent? Like your 23rd birthday.
But 33 is so much better than 23.
It is, but
33 is such a good number as well. 3-3.
Oh, you want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
11,
I know.
22,
Trust me, I thought about it.
33. That's crazy.
I thought about that for you.
You did.
And I got chills the other day. I was like, this is a lucky ass fucking birthday.
You get it,
Aleena.
right? Because 1 plus 2 is 3.
Yeah. I
And
fucking
then
get
there's
it.
2 of them.
Also, it's fucking kick ass that your birthday's on
Also,
11/11.
11 plus 22 is 33.
33.
No, it's not.
No, that can't be true.
It's 34.
No, it's not.
No, 3 and 2.
11 plus 22.
Oh, yeah. You're right. It's 33. there was a chance it could have been 34, though.
Definitely not.
Wow.
You thought of 1 plus 2 plus.
It could have been something carried over. You know, you just don't know with big
The
numbers like
11s confuse you because it's always one more, you know?
that. Exactly.
But I thought maybe because there was 2 2s.
Like,
and
this
2
is a lucky
1s,
birthday.
No, but
That it
2
would
2
be
is still 22.
Even more. we say we're bad at math, and right there we just proved it.
I blindly
It's
agree
not
with Aleena, too.
It's not even. Okay.
Okay, so number 1, this is a lucky ass birthday for you
Yeah.
because all the numbers obviously count up to a good 33.
Yeah. Just 1 plus 1 plus
1 plus
1 plus 1
plus 1
plus 2 plus 2. What does that equal?
1 4 and 4 8 8.
Okay, so 8. 8 kind of looks like a 3.
Yeah, it's like a 3
Yeah,
and then a 3
add.
connected.
Let's get out of the math. Let's just move on.
How was your birthday?
It was fun. It was like one of those where it's like it's feel like it's an odd age. You know? Like when you're 17, like that's kind of an odd age.
Yeah, nothing cool happens at 17 because you're not 18.
Yeah.
But you're also not 16.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like 30 is like okay, but like, you know?
I feel you. I think I just like the number so much.
Yeah.
I love 33.
Yeah. I got to learn to embrace it. It just felt a little odd.
Is that why you got the nose ring?
No, I ordered this a while ago. And I just like to switch it up, you know.
Yeah. But I feel like you're going for a young, hip look.
You think?
Yeah.
This is young and hip.
Yes. Alex, you're young and hip, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, don't trust my judgment.
I've always wanted it. I didn't know I could get it like this. I was wearing the other one for a while.
Oh, yeah.
The knocker one.
Crazy.
Because I thought that was the only fake one I could get.
Yeah.
But this one is now
A part of who you are.
being made. So I bought it. And yeah, I don't know. I had a good birthday, but I definitely felt like odd celebrating because it was just like an odd number.
It is an odd number.
You know?
I know that mathematically. Do you not like your birthdays, like in general? Like, or
No.
do you not like the process of getting old?
I think the process of getting old is hard.
Yeah.
But I
In
think
this city.
But I think it's also just like I feel like there's societal norms around like, oh, okay, like your 21st is big, your 30th is big, but like your 33rd is like it's just random,
Like,
you
it
know?
doesn't feel special?
Yeah, so it's like I don't want to make a big deal out of it because it's just a random number.
Yeah.
And it's not like a celebrated big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like that kind of sucks because it's like there's so many. If it's not your 21st, your 30th, or your 40th, like there's so many birthdays in between. But I think I just felt kind of odd, like, oh, it's not really that like big of a milestone number.
But maybe it's a milestone year.
Yeah. And I think it's hard when your birthdays, like, I don't know, they kind of get you to reflect on like, oh, like,
Yeah.
what am I doing like with my life? Like,
Do they?
Yeah, do they not for you?
No. Really? No. What I'm doing with my life on my birthday? No.
What about you, Alex?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like
Existential dread every time it's.
Really? Yeah. Even as a young puppy out there in the fresh world.
Yeah, even as a young pup.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that's what it's just like, oh, okay, like what am I doing with myself? Like, I don't know. I feel like everything gets more like measured by myself now. Like, you know, like
you should be doing certain things at a certain age.
like, should I be doing this? Like, have I done enough? Like, have I accomplished enough? Like, it's just hard. This is just my fucking birthday. And I'm over here beating myself up.
I know.
Another
day with Aleena beating herself up. My God.
I know.
Not on your birthday, God damn it.
I know.
That should be a special day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand that, but then like if my brain goes there, I always think this is the youngest I'm ever gonna be.
Wow.
Like, how nice is this? And if I'm ever like, oh man, I'm getting old, I'm like, when I'm 43, I'm going to be like, damn, bitch, you were young. You knew nothing. Like we're always going to get older. And like, we're always going to look back and wish we felt like as young as we were in that time. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say like, don't get down, because people, if you're introspective, be introspective.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's tough. It wasn't.
What do you think you should be doing at 33 that you're not doing?
I don't know.
Oh.
A lot.
Because I would say you're way ahead of the game.
Yeah, I know. I guess it's like everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's in their own
game,
racetrack,
their own stage of life.
They're in their own place.
They're in their own bubble.
Everyone's doing their own thing.
Yes.
So yeah, no, everyone is doing their own thing, and you shouldn't compare. But yeah, I think I felt good, and then I was like, oh, such an odd year. Like I can't really be too celebratory about it because it's just random. And then it's like, well, why do I have to think like that? And what am I doing with myself? And but yeah,
I feel like you're in a really good spot from an outsider's perspective looking in.
Thank you.
Things seem to be going well for 33.
Yeah, things are going well. It's
is it
hard. Enough? Yeah. It's also hard because I don't know. I don't want to talk about
This is the time and place.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know when I want to have kids,
Yeah. Well,
I don't want them right now.
That's fine.
But I feel like I need to have them right now.
I understand, like being a girl and like the timeline of that.
Yes.
Listen, if you're lucky like me, it'll surprise you.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
your decision was made for you.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it's just tough because I think it's a year when you get to and you kind of go, oh, okay, well, I got to do all these things. And also I can't celebrate too much because it's just a random number. And also, what am I doing with my life? It just was hard.
I think too, for the kids thing, like people always, I mean, like we don't want to pretend that it isn't hard for people to have kids because that also exists. Mm-hmm. But I think the story that we constantly tell ourselves over and over again once we hit 30 is like, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, when that may not be the case at all. It's just like the back of our minds, and you're only going to know when you know.
Yep.
But
also it's a 9-month process.
Oh, you're telling me.
So I got to account for that.
Yeah, you definitely
in the timeline.
Trust me,
that's basically a year.
I know. I used to count backwards by 9 months constantly. I was like, okay, and I can't fucking count. So imagine counting backwards. It's fucking hard as shit. And then it's like, oh, you want to have 2 kids? Okay, if you want to have 2, and then you're like, oh my god, I'm 42. Holy shit! But as somebody who was accidentally already there, I wish I would have just enjoyed the present time. Yeah. But that's an impossible task telling somebody to do, because people tell me now, oh, enjoy this time with just you and Corbin. Enjoy this time. Oh, I'm trying to fucking soak it in. I'm trying. But like, what do you want me to do? It's like, I could say to you, you're gonna get pregnant and you're gonna have kids and you're gonna have however many you want, no matter how old you are. It's like, it's gonna work out. But it just like, it doesn't ease any of the...
Yes, the anticipation.
Yes.
Anticipation of life.
Yeah. And all those things are eventually coming.
Yeah. And
they'll be here.
Yeah.
They'll be a tiny little nugget strolling through this apartment. Yeah. I mean home. I mean dorm. We could be anywhere right now.
home. Yes. For my birthday, Noel took me to a really lovely breakfast.
I know, I saw.
It was a surprise. He's so funny with surprises. He I told you this. He doesn't like to keep that. So he's like, so do you want to know where we're going? I'm like, no, just go. So we went to breakfast and then came back to the balloons.
Love it.
Flowers and a cake. One of 2 cakes. He got me 2 cakes.
Oh, chocolate?
Yeah. And then we went to dinner and then came back to this crazy cake with like... it was crazy. He had crazy paint all over.
I saw.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was edible.
Yeah.
Thought it was just a looky look cake.
That was great. And then the next day I went apple picking. It wasn't birthday related. It was something we've been trying to do. It just happened to fall. And what better thing to do, Go do a little activities the weekend of your birthday. And so what?
I was going to say, as I was following along on Instagram, I was like, what the heck are they doing? What the heck are they doing? It was not clear from the pictures. I was very discombobulated. I was like, are they? I could have been apple picking. Didn't see one fucking apple on your Instagram story. It's not one. I didn't see an apple basket. I saw blurry pictures, but I was like, are they?
They didn't give a basket. They just gave us a bag.
That doesn't feel very apple picking to me.
Yeah, well, we didn't have the East Coast apple picking concierge.
It
Okay,
did feel very West Coast.
Yeah. And then we did that, and then we were very confused. We finally got a tool to pick the apples.
Not your hands.
Yes. And because we were getting on backs, trying to reach up to get stuff because all the good ones were at the top. The trees were very bare.
Everyone had already picked.
Yeah, and they kind of looked like plums. They didn't really even look like apples, but they were dusty. As soon as Jess shined them, they were shiny. So Jess was like, we're only going to pick 2, okay? We don't need that many apples. Like, we came this whole way, and we're only going to pick 2 apples each.
For the whole group? Oh, okay. Everyone gets 2.
No.
Oh.
Then she was just saying, we're probably just going to pick 2. But then we went, and everyone was having so much fun, so we picked way too many. And let me tell you, it's a scam. Do you know how much I paid for 2 bags of apples?
No, tell me.
$31.
How many apples were in that bag?
Probably like 10 each.
Are they organic?
No.
I don't know too much about apples, but that sounds pretty fair. $3 per apple right off the tree? That's not bad.
They're
They can be
about
genetically
29,
modified.
They're 29 cents at the store.
Are they 29 cents at the store?
You guys both have apple steak. You're not paying attention?
Mine are green, Alex is red.
Mine's red.
We could have different costs. We don't know.
Wait, did you have to pay to also go pick
No.
it? Oh.
I think it was under $1 an apple, though. If I were to guess, I'd guess an apple's 40 cents.
Yeah. I mean,
A pound?
that's
It's
not
by pound, isn't it?
Yes?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Because they say like, oh, it's 33 cents a pound, but how much is an apple weigh? 2 pounds?
This is like the second time I've bought an apple.
All right, well, you got to pay attention. You don't have to pay attention. It's totally fine if you don't. But totally, it's not that expensive, but it's just a funny concept.
Yeah.
Like, you go to pick the apples yourself.
Did they taste good?
I haven't tried them.
Oh, no.
You go to pick the apples yourself. You got to do the labor. It should be cheaper.
Should be like 10 cents an apple.
Right?
Yeah,
It
that's
should be
true. No,
cheaper
that's
at the
absolutely
store.
true. Yeah.
And then you go to pay, and it's $30 for these kind of mediocre small
I'd toss
apples.
a bag
Where do you
back.
pay? Is there like a little hut?
Yeah, there's a little hut.
Oh, okay.
And they give you a little.
Then what?
Is it like a farm? Was it just apples on this farm?
There was apples. There were pumpkins. There was peaches.
You should make applesauce.
There's just all kinds of stuff, but I don't think they were all in season. And then they did Civil War reenactments. There was
I
a
would love
frontier. There was Gold Rush panning, which I really wanted to do. Like that's what I wanted.
What was this place? Like just a full outdoorsy, just like.
It's just in the middle.
Where did you have to drive to?
Yeah.
Ukaipa.
I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, it was mountainside. It was kind of like Big Bear vibes.
But not all the way to Big Bear, did you?
We were next to Big Bear.
Jesus, Marion.
It was 2 hours away.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Yeah, we drove 2 hours.
Duh. What did you listen to in the car?
Oh my God, it was silent.
What?
You shut
We
the fuck
listened
up.
to nothing.
You shut the fuck up. Did you just chat? What do you mean it was silent?
Yeah, there's no music.
Did you guys, but you're talking.
Our CarPlay wasn't really working well. So
Oh my God, I'm culturally jarred.
it was silent. And I even said, wow, we just have been going no music this whole time.
Well, the conversation must have been high as
It was
fuck.
quiet at times.
Oh my
But that's how
God.
you know you're comfortable. That's how you know you're comfortable.
That's
Anyway,
true.
So it was a funny thing. Like, okay, we're going to pay $30 for these whatever apples. It was, if you're paying for the activity, but it's
Yeah.
just funny. If we needed apples, we should have just gone
Gone
to the
to the
store. It would have been $10 and whatever. Then we drove up the way. There was a very world famous apple spiced donuts.
And?
They were amazing.
Oh, okay.
They were dusted with sugar. They were really good. They had a little outdoor concert
Okay.
and
Sounds amazing.
cider. It was really fun.
Cider.
It was very wholesome.
Mm.
And then we did an escape room.
What?
Yes.
And did you escape?
We got it.
You guys are all very smart, so you probably escaped instantly.
Well, okay, so we did an escape room, and apparently it's the hardest one in...
You shut up.
Well, it was the hardest one there in that room,
okay.
but
I was gonna say in the
in
United
terms...
States.
No, not in the United States, but Jess looked at a bunch of escape rooms in the area, and it was the hardest one of all of them. And I was really nervous.
Did you have to do math?
Unclear, because I wasn't really doing much.
Okay.
So Will has done a ton of escape rooms.
I could see that.
Being, a friend Will. I think everyone else had done maybe like one or two, but Will was like, he had done a lot. Yeah, his family loves doing them together, which I think is really cute.
I think my family would be stuck in the room for days.
No, you guys should try it.
I don't know if we have.
No, so I had never done I've never done this. I think Noelle's only done one. And so I was nervous going into it because it was all office themed. You guys would have loved it.
Wait, The Office?
Yeah,
oh my
The
God,
Office.
Be out in 5 fucking seconds.
It has nothing. It had nothing.
Oh.
It didn't. It was just themed. They had their faces everywhere. It was like a bank office type thing. Whatever. I don't want to give away too much, but in case anyone wants to go do it. But yeah, it was just office themed. And I started getting nervous maybe an hour before because I'm going, oh my God, I don't want to be, because, Will kept saying, if you see something, say something. Everything is a clue, You gotta.
Kidnap.
Huh?
That's what people say when people are getting kidnapped.
Oh, yes. So I'm going, okay, well, I've never done one of these, and I want to be good, I don't want to be the dud of the group.
Understandable.
I don't want to be holding something that's the biggest key to everything, and I'm just not saying anything, So we go in there, they tell us the rules. They also had this other thing where if you hear security keys, you have to hide, because you have to hide in the middle of the escape room from the security guard, which was a fun thing to add in there. So it's just like it's a lot of math. It's a lot of there wasn't riddles, but it was kind of like word scrambles, very Survivor kind of. And
I see myself doing well on Survivor, but I don't see myself getting out of an escape room.
No, there were so many things that to me. So basically, there were locks everywhere.
Yeah,
and then there were. You needed to get to the locks, and some of the locks were numbers, and so you needed to find out things in the room that would get you to figure out what numbers to put in. And then there were, word combination locks with words.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out, but it was like, what word goes there? What kind of things do I got to look at in this room to figure out what word to put in there?
Did you do well?
I didn't really do anything.
Oh.
I kind of I was more of the forager,
Everyone needs a forager.
I was kind of looking around. I had the wrong idea, and sometimes I was like knocking on things to see if they were hollow, to see if
it's important to know if something's hollow.
Yeah. So I was doing more of that to try to find hidden crevices that things would be in, which there were, but I didn't find them. And then I was getting really caught up. There was a Christmas tree, and on the back of the lights on the Christmas tree, there was numbers, like what setting the lights you wanted, if you wanted them on sparkle, flash. And I thought maybe that was a clue.
Sounds like a clue to me.
It's written on the back. Maybe there's a hidden meaning there.
Will's like, no, this is just the lights.
Anyway, it was the guy said, how many guys have you done? And we said, almost none. And he goes, this is the hardest room that we have. Like, are you sure? And you can ask for a hint. You get like 5 minutes added or deducted onto your time. But we were determined. We were basically at the end. We got to the last 10 minutes and we were kind of going, oh crap, I don't know if we're gonna get it. We got to the main part, but we didn't know how to get into something. And I was so sad for everyone because they were going, no, we're absolutely not getting this.
How long were you in this room for?
You have 1 hour to get out.
Oh. You have to stand the whole time?
Yeah.
I was looking for a seat.
And we did it. We got out. We got out.
I was thinking the table was going to turn and you were going to stuck in there for 2 hours.
No, we got out and Noelle killed it. Noelle was really good in there. Obviously,
That doesn't surprise me.
Jess and Will did great.
Yeah.
But everyone did really good. I was noticing all the things that people would, oh, maybe this goes to this. Oh, maybe this looks like the picture. It also has this. Maybe the password to this is this. And I was just so impressed with everyone. And the hardest thing for me was everyone's doing stuff really quickly and in real time. I like to know details, I like to know when Noelle tells me a story, okay, and then who said what, and then who said what next. And I want to know a very ordered story. Yeah. So we'd get to something and I go, how did you guys know that was we did that already. And
no one had time to explain anything to you.
I was just like, okay, Aleena, calm down. You're not going to get to know how they solved that puzzle. They got the number 20 minutes ago. You were fumbling in the drawers and
looking for clues behind lights,
screaming out, "There's a nail here!" Well, whatever I had said, they moved on.
Listen, you saw something and you said something.
Yes.
That was your
yes.
what you were told to do.
I just didn't have the right idea. I was looking in all the wrong spots, but someone had to do it. And
someone had to make sure the clue wasn't there.
Yes.
And you did that.
Yes. And then the one thing I did do is I found this marker, this expo marker, and it was dead. And it was very important. You needed it for something. So I just held on to it the entire time. Like, I found this. But it wasn't even like, it was just out. It was in the top of a drawer. I didn't find it hard.
But you had it.
But I had it. And then at one point, I threw it down. And then we needed it. And everyone goes, oh, where's the marker? Oh, shit. Where did I put it? But yeah, no, it was definitely my first time. So I was saying to Noelle, I'll do more of them. I'll get better at them.
Yeah.
I was definitely more of an observer. But I was just glad I didn't do anything to weigh anyone down or ruin anything. But yeah, again, it was really hard not knowing what
to look for.
Well, one, what to look for, but two, how they figured things out. I wanted to be explained it, but there was no time for that. We had to move on.
After?
I don't think I even asked. I think at that point I was just, everything was moving too fast for me is basically what I'm trying to say. And then also being bad at math.
Oh, I feel you.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. There was no calculators.
That's insane. Did you have your phones?
You did, but we didn't use them. Oh. Actually, I did use them because I added something up thinking that was going to give me the answer and it didn't.
Well, at least you tried.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit addicted to the escape room now. I want to do another one, but we did the hardest one. Also, yeah.
Do an easy one. Get your confidence fucking high. Go find the easiest one in LA.
I know.
Fucking get through it in 10 minutes and be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then bam, go to a hard one next.
Yeah. But when you did a group project and you didn't really do much, did you ever feel badly about it?
No.
Oh, see, I left feeling badly.
It's like they want to do all the work. Fine, fuck it.
I didn't do enough to contribute.
I was there to entertain with the jokes,
Yeah. I did get a couple pictures in there, which no one was having time for pictures except for me.
Listen, that helped the group out because later they probably wanted the fucking pictures.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Overall, medium style birthday, it seems.
Yeah.
There's a lot of existential crises, but you paid a lot of money for apples and you had a lot of cakes.
Totally. And then Sunday we went thrifting.
Oh, I know. I saw that. I was like, God damn it. Because
we went to Rose Bowl.
I had an existential crisis of why the fuck does it cost fucking more money to buy somebody's old fucking clothes? I don't understand.
I know.
I cannot understand. Someone explain it to me.
Sometimes you go to the racks and they're definitely very old and worn and like the clothes have tons of stains on them. No, those ones are usually just $5. And it's like, ooh, this really does feel thrifted. But sometimes you'll go and you'll find a shirt that's really cool, like crazy design on it that you wish you could find now on your graphic tees.
Yes.
That you can't get. And so
This isn't the early 90s.
The pecker one that I got.
Oh. Alex has a knack for finding good ones.
The shirt that I got, $5.
$5. That's the kind of vintage I'm looking for.
But it is very like some stalls are like 30 for a shirt. And some are like 5. Like it's fully just up to whoever's selling them.
Okay.
And they're pretty like
and you can bargain.
You can bargain also. But the shirt says, "I carry a small gun to compensate for my huge pecker." And
so funny.
Where can you find those?
Nowhere. People don't sell those anymore. But People don't talk about peckers.
There was a shirt yesterday that was, "Does this shirt make my dick look fat?" That guy wanted $70 for that shirt. $70.
That's what I mean.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, what guy was wearing that before you?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I want to know. Like, can we get a pic ref of original owner? Because I want to know about it.
But yeah, I got a cool goofy shirt. I got a vintage. This went yesterday. I didn't get anything yesterday, but we went to the Long Beach one 3 weeks ago, and I got a really cool vintage Hooters.
Oh yeah.
Shirt, and it says "Wings Over Freedom." And it's just really good. And
I have yet to see you wear that.
I know. I'll show you.
Wear it next week on the pod.
I got a McDonald's one. I got a goofy one, like a vintage Disney shirt.
Okay.
But yeah, I was a little I don't think I ventured into the pants, the shoes, that kind of stuff. But the t-shirts that are graphic, that are from, there was a no rules shirt yesterday. You remember that?
No rules? Yeah.
Yeah. No rules. And then there was a hang loose one. Yeah. And the shirts, they just like, when you have a shirt that you've had for a long time and it's worn and like cozy.
Yeah, that usually becomes my pajama shirt.
Yeah. So these shirts, some of them just have really good fits, and then they just have that nice worn.
Try on places here?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying,
Oh.
When a shirt has a good cut or a good fit, or it's kind of worn, so it's not really rigid, like a no rules shirt out of the package would probably be kind of gross, but a worn in no rules shirt,
understandable,
comfy, cozy. There was also an amazing shirt. It had a bunch of hawks on it. I passed it up.
You hate hawks.
I know. But I'm also...
I feel like you getting a frog shirt, which I was inches away from buying for you.
Oh, God. But I feel as though I am some sort of hawk whisperer, because Will called me that, because everywhere I go, hawks are in the sky. So...
They sense you. Just like sharks with me.
Yeah. So, just lots of cool shirts. You should come.
I'll come. But it's like... Do I want to wake up early and look at other people's stuff?
You wake up early every day.
That's true. I don't sleep. I'm the first one there.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
I think you would like some of the shirts. Don't you think Sarah would think some of the shirts are really cool?
You know how I feel about like driving in LA?
Okay, well, get over it.
You get there and you
then you have to get back?
Yeah, it's fine. And actually, the parking yesterday was like, it was packed, but it was like 5 minutes and you parked in.
You gotta drive places. You're a good driver.
You're one of the first people to ever tell me that.
Oh, really?
Corbin does not think I'm a good driver. He thinks I tailgate. But listen, like, I know my brakes and gas better than anyone.
Yeah, you do.
So
I think you're great. I've driven with you plenty.
It's hard to get people
amazing.
In my car. I do park well. That's from me living in San Francisco. I can fucking parallel park with my eyes closed. Can't stop me.
You know what I did the other day?
What?
I got in the car. It was raining, and there's a car in front of me, and I thought, okay, I got to back up to save some space so I don't hit them. I'm always like, I don't want to hit the car in front of me, because...
Wait, you were backing up?
I get in the car, there's a car in front of me, so there's not enough space for me to pull out.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I got to back up. I don't ever want to hit the car in front. I got to back up. There's no one ever behind us, because it's just, my driveway. I go into reverse. I don't even look. I'm just so cocky.
Oh my God, no.
Well, it's also raining, so it's hard to see. And I just... And I hear... Boom, boom, boom.
What did you hit?
Our trash can.
Oh my God, I was so nervous.
And I go, oh, yeah. It is
so cocky. Also, you have like a camera in your car that shows what's behind.
I just was.
And doesn't it fucking beep?
It did.
You have a camera and it makes noise, like telling you, don't fucking do this.
To be fair,
like, I'm so confident.
To be fair, if that thing always fucking beeps, okay? Sometimes there's
only if there's something behind you.
Sometimes there's nothing there.
doubtful.
Or
Aleena.
sometimes it's the curb that's there on
Yeah,
the
but
right
it's-
side.
Sure.
You still see the
Yeah.
cans in the camera, no?
You do, but if it's raining and cloudy, you kind of can't really rely on the camera anyway because there's rain all over the camera.
Okay.
How much water is getting on the lens?
It was very watery.
Okay, we believe you.
You know, I don't know. I didn't look.
I have no idea if the camera was working because I didn't check it.
I was just one track mind. I go, oh, there's a car in front. Got to back up. Can't hit that fucking car. Can't hit that fucking car. Zzz. Boom, boom, boom. And I was just, oh. I was so cocky.
Noelle's just laid out on
I
the fucking behind the car.
I go, oh, this is why I'm a bad driver.
So
This
funny.
is why I don't drive often.
Just check.
And I go, I'm late. I gotta go. I just took off. I
left
didn't.
the cans.
I didn't check the car. I didn't
God.
check the cans. I didn't pick up the cans. I just took off. They were my own trash cans. Okay, obviously.
But I was gonna say, never mind. It's gonna give directions to this house accidentally.
No.
I'm very worried about what I say.
So I'm like, okay, I gotta go. And I left and I said, wow, Aleena, that was so fucking cool. You just had so much, no, my anxiety would have been through the roof. You know, I would have been beating myself up, nervous about the car, probably would have called Noelle, old me, probably would have called my parents, hey, I did my trash cans, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? They're your trash cans. And I bet everything's fine. They were empty. They're not steel trash cans or plastic. Everything's fine. Just go about your day and don't let this weigh you down. And I did.
Good.
And you know what? I came back home. Thank you. Not a scratch on the car. Trash cans were fine.
I'm sure they were. No problems.
You probably did notice one on the ground. No? Okay. I did leave it that way. And then Noelle brought in the trash cans and I told him and he wasn't upset. He laughed.
Noelle's like, Aleena, how dare you?
I know. Well, I used to curb the wheels all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
it happens.
And I would cry and I would call Noelle and tell him, oh my God, I curbed the wheels. I'm so sorry. It's a fucking lease. Okay.
It happens.
But yeah, I was just, live your life, Aleena. Don't let things weigh you down.
That's what I keep saying.
And that's what I did that day.
I love it.
Yeah.
Should we talk about like a hot topic for the first time in 7 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually past being a hot topic, but we haven't talked in a week.
Yeah.
So we should talk about it.
I have something to talk about though.
Oh, that's not a hot topic?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me.
I think you should know.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
About?
So the nose ring, it got brought up and I didn't want to mention it
Oh, God.
right away.
What?
Because I wanted to get to all the birthday stuff. But so this nose ring is not real. And I would get a real nose ring, but I get keloid, so I can't.
Welcome to the
I
club.
can't get. I would just have a big bubble on my nose right now. I got
Understandable.
this for real. So I have to get the fake ones. And I was looking into what kind of fake ones to get. And I had seen a TikTok of a girl saying, hey, don't get the fake ones. She got one of the magnet ones where it's a
Yeah,
piercing.
and she snorted the magnet.
And she snorted the magnet.
That can't be good.
And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to get one of those. I'm going to get one that's just hooks.
Yeah.
And there's nothing on their own in the inside. If this comes out, it just comes out.
Love it.
So,
I love it.
Yes. So I put it in and it was my birthday. And the night goes on,
Yeah.
we're in our bedroom.
I literally, when Aleena tells stories, like I want to know what the fuck happened so bad. What happened? What happened?
I'm trying to storytell here.
I'm dying. I'm dying on the edge of my fucking
I
seat.
can't get to the punchline. That's going to ruin everything.
Now I've slowed down the motherfucking story. Okay.
Okay. No, you're fine. So I go, an hour or so has passed in the bedroom.
Yes.
I go look in the mirror. It's gone. Okay.
Okay.
I'm confused. Where did it go? Okay. So I say to Noelle, hey,
Yeah.
we must look for this
Yeah.
somewhere in the room. Otherwise, I inhaled it. Okay.
You didn't inhale it. We just ruled that out right away.
I'm convinced I did.
Of course you are. This is Aleena we're talking
So
about.
we look through everything. We look on the floor. We lift up the mattress. We look through the slats. We can't find it. Okay, convinced. I have somehow
Snorted it.
breathed it in. Yes.
Sucked it down.
You suck in my nose.
But how would you snort it down without noticing?
It's
that
just
that you
Aleena's
snorted it down?
process.
Well, listen, okay? If you're having some hanky-panky.
Ah.
You didn't really
Ew.
clarify that was occurring.
Ew.
Aleena.
Ew.
If you're making out,
Oh my God.
you
Mom
might
and
not
Dad.
notice.
Yes.
You may not notice
You snorted something?
that you snorted a nose ring.
Boy, vey.
So then I
Ear.
feel something.
I've never even done it before.
Yeah.
I feel something in my throat.
Fucking pregnant.
Okay. It's the
Sorry.
Virgin Mary over here.
I was Jesus says.
So then, okay, so I'm convinced it's now in my body. If it's not on the floor or on the bed, which is the only place we have been, it's definitely inside me.
Oh,
Wait, what do you mean?
It's not on the floor in the bed. Oh, you started on the floor. You moved it down. Sorry, yeah? What?
What?
The way you said it was like we were on the floor and then we were in the bed. So
Oh,
I was like,
no.
what the hell was going on the floor?
No, I just mean
It's not on the ceiling.
I
No.
know.
you guys.
Did you check the bathroom? You started it.
You're just making out, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, I was convinced it was in my body because
Where else would it be?
where would it be? Jewelry? Where can you be? I hate that when jewelry goes missing, it can somehow fly into another room. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
It's so fucked up.
No doubt.
We should have some sort of, laws of gravity
We do have that.
where if it falls where it falls. It doesn't hop around and
Shuffle, shuffle.
maybe fall into a plant or something. I don't know, but it's gone. So then I'm convinced it's ingested. And I actually start to feel something in the back of my throat.
Of course you do. This would not be an Aleena
So-
story if you didn't feel that there.
I'm trying to get it out. I puke.
Aleena, are you fucking kidding me?
I puke. Noel hears me going, "Ugh," and he just thinks I'm like dry heaving. I puked because I was sure it was in my throat. Sure. Then I'm sifting through my puke.
Oh my God. Someone call the cops. Someone call the police. Jesus Christ.
And then the next day,
Don't you dare.
Was the puke in the toilet? Like, what were you doing?
I was in the sink.
Oh,
You're just rummaging through it.
oh my God. She's like a squirrel.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
then-
continue.
And then I go, I'm not taking any medicine tonight. No,
What the hell does that mean? You're not taking any medicine?
I'm not
tonight?
taking any of my, I have medicine that I take at the end of the night.
What does that have to do with your ingesting of your nose?
Well, I didn't want to drink anything that was going to further push it down in case it wanted to come back up in my sleep. So I said, I'm not drinking any liquids.
Things don't do that. If something's down, it's down. It's not going to just like come up through your mouth like it would come
If
out
it's
your
metal,
tuchus.
if it's metal and you don't,
What are you going to put a magnet near your mouth and just going to pop back
I'm going to
up?
get a metal detector. I'm certain it's still in my body. Or an X-ray.
So this is a different nose ring. Is the moral of the fucking
Oh
story?
yeah, it came with three pack, and I said I'm only wearing this when I'm fully awake. So then
I'm not okay.
I wake up the next day and I'm feeling a little bit better. I call my mom and I said, Mom, I wanted to call you last night at midnight.
This was at midnight.
Yeah, we were up till 2 a.m. looking for it.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I called my mom. I said, Hey, this is what's been happening. She
I can't believe you shared this with your mother.
well, I didn't tell her about the making out.
Now she's gonna know.
She may. She goes, Well, were you awake? I said, Yeah, we were awake. Okay. Well, I thought maybe if you were sleeping, I would have been more concerned. She said, if you did swallow it or inhale it, it could either gone into your lungs or your stomach. She said, if it goes into your lungs, you would have been coughing up. You would know it right away. If it goes into your stomach, you'll just poop it out. No big deal. She said, but the likelihood that you did any of that is extremely low. It's probably just somewhere in the room. But what was really funny was she was, were you awake? Yeah, we were awake. Just hanging around.
Oh my gosh.
Then I told her everything that happened and she said, you should have called me. I cannot believe you were throwing up and going through your puke. That was ridiculous.
I agree with your mother 100%.
Yeah, she said that was absolutely ridiculous. So then
Oh no. There's
Saturday
more.
rolls around
Shit.
and I start coughing.
Don't you dare.
And then Sunday, what happens? And
There's been dust in the air though. You could be coughing for any reason.
I know, but Sunday happens and I start to taste like a penny in my mouth.
Dude, you remind me so much of my sister. It's insane.
So I taste metal in my mouth. Like there's a penny there for sure. And I think that the metal is now making the rest of me taste like metal.
Oh my God.
So basically I have not gotten the nose ring off my mind.
So
And
we
I
don't know. It's still missing.
It's still missing.
It's not in you.
And it could be in me.
Don't search your poop, Aleena. My God.
I won't-
There has
I
to be a
won't do
line
that.
here.
I won't do that. I won't do that.
I don't even know how we can look each other in the eye now. Number one, I know you and Noelle have sex. And so like now, like how do I
We were
continue?
making out, you guys.
On the floor? Then you moved it to
There
the
was
bed?
no floor. I just mean a nose ring can fall onto the floor or the bed.
That's not how me and Alex heard it.
You guys.
Where was Ollie? Ollie fucking ate it. That's what happened.
I know. He was around.
He was in the same room?
What do you
dare?
You put your dog in another room when
Yeah.
you have...
100%.
So you were having sex.
No, you guys, I don't have sex. I had
Neither do I.
I had making out.
Yeah.
You were making out for 2 hours from
wasn't-
12 to 2 p.m.?
No. The two was the searching.
You keep Ollie in the room while you guys hook up?
That's interesting.
Does he watch?
Seriously, what's he doing? Is he on the bed?
He jumps off.
But like, where does he sit in the room?
Yeah.
He just kind of
In the corner?
he just kind of seems sad.
Yeah.
I think something's wrong.
I would assume so.
And then when we're done, he done making. Okay, this is so. No, I don't. What do? You put Archie in another room?
Of course. I'm not a monster. I'm not a sociopath. It's my son. I'm not gonna hook up in front of my son.
Well, what if
birthed him.
What if you make out? Impromptu.
If you make out impromptu, what do you mean? Like,
What are your making outs planned?
there's not an impromptu make out. It's like, move over, Archie. This is mom and dad time. My dog would never be in the same room as me.
But Ollie will just scratch to get back in.
So what? You can't see. You're my child. Like, well, I'm not gonna let my baby in the room.
He can't see anything. He doesn't know what anything is. Does Archie ever see you naked?
Yeah. But he doesn't see me doing it. That's way different. Way different. Night
He
and
should
day.
be able to see your teeth.
He does. I'm not saying he doesn't, but what he doesn't need to see is his parents together. That's traumatizing experience for any dog.
Damn.
I'm so sorry. My parents listened to this entire podcast. Everything I said was a lie. And Aleena,
That's why I've been saying making out, because my parents listen too, and then you guys are over here talking about on the floor.
well,
It was on the floor.
and then it moved to the bed. It was the way it was said, and we just knew it had to be more.
Sorry, if you're gonna make out, take out your fake nose ring, okay?
And put your dog in the other room.
Yeah, you guys, seriously.
I think a lot of people leave their dogs in the room.
Let's
when
put
they
a poll
do
up.
their-
Alex, you don't leave your cat in the room.
Definitely not. And there's been dogs that hop into the.
That's like,
But
no,
want
Ollie's
that.
not an intrusive kind of guy.
it doesn't matter.
So Ollie just likes to watch.
Yeah, that's even
We don't
creepier.
even know what he's doing because we're not paying attention to him.
You should be, because
He's
he
paying
could be
attention.
videotaping. We don't know what he's up to.
Ollie's a little fucking
He's,
pervert.
he's creep. He's a creep in the corner.
Guys, Ollie doesn't know what that is.
I've seen Ollie hump everything in this room.
Ollie
You don't
is-
think Ollie's a
is not-
humper?
You don't know
He's
anything.
an Italian stallion.
Yeah.
You don't know anything
He's learning
about
from
Ollie.
Papa.
He's never humped anything.
I have seen
my leg
Ollie
begs
hump.
to disagree.
You're lying, Alex.
I've seen Ollie hump at work.
Ollie has never humped your leg.
Constantly, often.
Thank you.
I hate when people slander Ollie like this.
He's Italian. We all know.
Yeah.
It really bothers
Yeah.
me. It's not true. Ollie is not a humpy dog.
Okay, fine. He doesn't
That's
he doesn't
fine.
hump every second of the day, but he humps.
He gets his
Let's not
kicks off
pretend he
watching
doesn't
mom
hump.
and dad.
I think I've seen him hump maybe.
That's because he doesn't let you in the room while he
It's
humps.
because you're not watching him because you're busy
Humping.
and he's humping in the corner.
Ollie's not
Yeah.
a humper.
Okay, fine.
He's a watcher.
Exactly. Even worse. So you cried during the Selena documentary?
Yeah, let's talk about this so we can cut out all of the hanky.
No.
Hell no, that's all
it's going straight and Alex, don't touch it.
You guys.
What? You were making out. Impromptu. The dog just happened to be in the room.
On the floor.
Sorry. I have a controversial opinion. I didn't really feel like the documentary told me that much about anything about Selena Gomez. I feel really let down by it, if I'm being honest. It was sad. I cried. I wasn't saying it wasn't sad.
It was so emotional, and it was so...
But do you feel like it told you anything about anything about her? What? Which parts? Like it was like over a span of like 6 or 7 years, but it jumped it jumped all the crazy parts of her fucking life. It did not discuss any of the crazy parts. Did not discuss it.
What? Her breakup with Biebs? That's
no. Her kidney transplant. They hopped over it as if it never happened. That was like a huge part of her life. And her public life.
I felt
she didn't even really talk about like
this, but the sentiment of how she was feeling and like all of her raw emotions was totally captured, even though they didn't.
Do you feel like it was? Because like she talked a little bit about her getting diagnosed of being bipolar, and then discussed how she wasn't comfortable, or like she wanted to share that, but people around her weren't comfortable with her sharing that. But like I didn't really feel like I got a lot of insight besides everything kind of being horribly sad about like her experience the past couple of years. But I didn't really feel like it talked that much about mental illness at all.
I felt as though we did it in such a tasteful way. We got to feel all of her emotions and everything she was going through, and also just that even though she's this massive celebrity, what she feels, and she has all of these things going on in her life, what she feels is very similar to what I feel or what anyone could feel. And so
I just didn't feel like it touched on anything.
I feel as if,
like, when you really look back and think on it,
no, I
watched it and I was like, I really liked it. And then I was like, but did it tell me anything?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I need to rewatch.
I felt like it did. And I also felt I've never really known much about her. She's been a very private person. So her whole...
It's back. Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Oh.
Yeah, I thought that she exposed a lot of herself, considering we didn't know much about her at all. I felt like
But everyone knows she's had mental health issues. You didn't know that about her?
No, I did.
That's a very big part of her brand.
I did, but she's a pretty private person.
In regards to?
You hear about her and oh yeah, she had the breakup, but I felt there's so many details about her life that she doesn't really talk about.
Like, I feel like I still don't know anything about lupus. I still don't know anything about how she struggles with her mental health. I don't know how she's like overcome that or like worked with that or like from where she was to like where she is now. Like, I know these things occurred and I know she's really sad.
Yeah.
And I know her life is an extreme struggle and it seems like she's a product and not a person. But I just didn't feel like I really like I saw her doing medical things, but it was never like kind of discussed.
I guess I think what's the benefit of that?
Well, because it's a documentary and I just kind of felt like it like glided through 5 years of like her struggling to perform live or like struggling to like know when to talk about certain things and struggling like with apparently her friendships and like the people around her. But like, I just felt like, where are her friends? Like, where's her family? Like, where are these like moments of just like discussion?
Yeah.
Like, I still don't really feel like I know. I knew everything in the documentary. I already knew that.
I feel like I know so much about her from the documentary just because we got to see so much raw like emotion. So even though she didn't tell us like, oh, this is exactly what it's like to deal with lupus and these are the symptoms and this is how you take care of it and this is the treatment that I do all the time for it, I feel like we got to see what it does to her emotionally in her life and just how much it's affected her.
Yeah.
That was just I thought it was really good.
I enjoyed the documentary. I just knew everything already. And I felt like I just wanted
but
to.
did
I
you
wanted
get to see it from that?
Yeah, I mean, like
perspective?
I knew that she had like I knew all of the struggles that she had. I just felt like it wasn't personal enough. And like the way that like kind of like Selena and her mom, I was like watching so many clips of them and like so many clips before I even saw the documentary. It was like, this was such a hard time in her life. It's so hard to rewatch. And I was like, I didn't feel like it gave a lot of perspective into her and her mom's relationship. I saw her mom once in the documentary. She was never, it didn't seem like she was around Selena during this time. Didn't touch on the transplant, which was huge. Didn't touch on COVID. Like I felt like a lot of the topics of conversation, the biggest topic of conversation from this documentary wasn't her health, wasn't the lupus, wasn't anything. It was like, damn, this girl has bitch ass friends.
Well, I don't think that was their intention, but yeah, what was your opinion on Raquel?
I've heard like a couple different things, and like I kind of like go back and forth. Like I understand, like I've said like so many times, I understand that friends need to tell it like it is sometimes, like be brutally honest.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like she had anywhere to turn for comfort. And what I got was like, no one understands this person, and her friendships seem like they're on payroll. Like it doesn't feel like this is a real, not that it's not a real friend, and like she doesn't really care about her. I'm sure she's probably a nicer person than what it was portrayed, but like she's a producer on this film. Like what did she think watching back? And like, was like, yeah, put those in because those seem fine.
Yeah.
Like
I think the one scene that got me was her saying, oh, you should go
to the birthday party.
You're with her all the time. You see how tired she is. Also, shooting a music video is so exhausting. Also, just flying on a plane is so exhausting.
And her actual medical health.
And to say, oh, it's not as if she just wanted to stay home and she had nothing to do the next day. She had to shoot a music video. That is her job. That's the reality that you're telling her she needs to go back home to.
I know.
And I just thought it was really rude of her to say,
you're complaining about your job.
Yeah, you're complaining, and I thought you'd want to go and not be understanding.
And also, like, side note, no matter what job you have, even if it's your dream job, you have the right to complain about it at some times. It's still a fucking job.
Yeah.
Especially this job that she has as this product, barely a person, what it seemed like, how people treat her.
Yep.
Like, what? Because she has a lot of money and because she does cool shit, she can't say that she's having a hard time?
Yeah.
Like, what? How does that make sense?
Yep.
It's just weird.
That was off. It was just like,
bad taste in your mouth.
She has a very valid reason to not go to a party. She's shooting a music video. That's her whole career.
I know.
And that's an extremely exhausting, taxing day. She's flying from London the day before. Just back off.
I know.
Just It's
weird.
Yeah.
I again, I'm gonna watch the documentary again. I really liked it, but I just felt like I wanted to know more than I already knew, and I feel like that's
maybe watch it from the perspective of you're not going to get any new information, but more just
deep,
raw, emotional. I mean, I think I felt like she really exposed her feelings, and I cried so much watching it.
Too.
And I related, and I felt, there was just so much that she struggles with that everyone struggles with. It just felt really human.
It made me like think like, how could anyone want to live this life after watching? Like, how could people aspire to want to
fame.
Yeah. Look at all the people that like leech off of her.
Yeah.
Just this, and like, just, I don't, especially like when you get famous so young.
I know.
It's like such a different even context there of like, you really have no like connection. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like, I mean, obviously amazing certain aspects of her life, like the benefits of, endless supply of money, but also like, where's the true connection with like, that's why it feels like she has so many mental health issues, is because like, how can she connect with people? Like she's trying to connect, and it's like, doesn't feel like anyone's there.
Yeah. It's very sad. Also, I didn't really know much about her. I knew stuff about her, but I wasn't a huge, I wasn't not.
Disney?
Yeah, I just didn't really track
Big Disney girl.
much of her life because she was a Disney kid, and I didn't, and I don't think she was very vocal about her whole life. I think, and that's kind of evidence in the documentary. Yeah, you knew a lot of stuff about her, but I think I felt like most of that stuff was kind of private, or at least deep cut.
Yeah.
And so I watched it kind of fresh, maybe.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was very informative and emotional. But anyway, when you make your documentary,
I'll go so fucking deep. It'll be like the ocean deep.
Yeah.
Like
Archie better be in there going in another room when you have some.
Oh, I'm going to put that in my doc? Think a game.
Well, it's got to be real and raw, and it's got to be true
but my
to
doc
what
isn't
your
called
actual
Sarah,
life.
kick your dog out of the room while you do it. That's not my doc. That's not going to be what it's about.
Yeah, but if it happens in your life, then it should be shown.
Yeah, you're right. I would show it if it did happen in my life.
Yeah.
Because that's what a documentary is.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking dirty deeds.
Yeah.
Give me the dirty deeds.
There's probably so much footage that they had to fit.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, next episode, we're going to talk about dicks. So there's something important I need to say.
What kind of dicks?
You'll have to wait till next week to find out.
Wow. That's your sign off?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I wasn't ready.
Oh, okay.
Say it again.
Next week, we're talking about dicks.
Woohoo! Richard.